Okay, guys, I know I'm a little late to this, and I'm very sorry, but Control Rework trailer, I'm like 10, 20 minutes late. I was trying to get my friend to bundle in a game, but, well, anyway, let's just get into the trailer, because I really want to see this, and I killed my friend in a game to get this. Anyway, here to watch this. Anyway, let's go ahead and start watching the trailer.
Hit the control fruit.
Okay, so it seems that, like, Jill said to get the control fruit, so it's probably a lore aspect. Scientists at Honcold are experimenting on the control fruit to make it better, because, you know, not really any other way to make it better. But, if you go back a little bit, we saw Zeolus. He's using a kind of like dark fruit, which had a scythe, so that could be more a new mutation. Maybe a rework entirely soon enough. But, or maybe it's just aspect. I don't really know.
Hit the control fruit.
It could be a new sword, that little scythe thing. That could be a new sword.
Destroy them. Leave, Zeolus. Control belongs to the Red Army.
Okay, I'm turning this down so my parents can hear me because this would be really cringy. What did they do to my boy Uza? Is that his avatar? His face looks so goofy. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. But I guess I'm like a ward try to get the control fruit because, you know, it's OP.
Not a chance. It's ours. Have it your way. What the?
We're also gonna read the bulletin in this, of course. But Honcold may be getting reworked. I have yet to read the bulletin, so shut up. But, you know, it may be getting a little revamp because, you know, everything in there is a little different.
What? Almost done. Done. What? Oh. Incredible. Son, what are you doing here? Out of my way. Stop.
Did they use the CapCut, like, AI voice thing for these guys? It's like, you can, whenever you edit, like, the voice thing, I tried to use it once because I was at school and I needed to make a video. But, like, they do little pauses every so often. Like, you can, it, like, has that little sound to it.
Don't do this.
If that's the new icon for the control, it looks pretty cool. Wish the underside was, you know, covered in what's it called, but it looks pretty cool.
Too late.
That is insane. Did you see the radius on that thing? Like, the thing covered, like, the entire, little castle. Not castle. The entire lab thing in Honcold, which is, like, really big.
Weak.
From what I've seen from the, if we go over to Roblox itself, and we see here, everything's, like, shaped. So it's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be, like the other control, you know, before revamp, and, you know, the one that we currently have right now, is, sorry, I thought I heard something, is, like, you know, just pure control. Like, you can cut stuff. I mean, you're still gonna be able to cut stuff, duh, but this one's gonna be more focused on shapes. Control plus dungeons? Huh? Control plus dungeons. Where did... Yeah. It's probably in the bulletin board somewhere. We'll read that today again. Anyway, back to the thing. That's probably a 10-1. And it would be cool if you're able to, like, with, like, a skull guitar M1, like, be able to, like, break it in half. That would be pretty cool. Those control daggers. I watched a news video on it. There's, like, a little sneak peek of it. It cut the entire island in half. But they had little daggers on it. Sorry about the notification. They had, like, little daggers with it. To, like, you know... I don't really know what they did, but, you know. It could be like the gravity fruit. It has, like, 15 M1s, but, like... You could, like, switch to the swords as, like, built-in swords. Which would be actually really cool. Custom flash step, maybe? Or you can, like, teleport around in it. Ooh, that'd be really cool. Like, in your little domain, you have, like, no flash step cooldown. Because, like, you know, it's, like, a domain expansion, basically. That could be its awakened formed, like, whenever your meter gets fully built up. I don't even know if Control has a meter or not. I don't think it does. I've only used Control once, and that's about it, so, you know. That's the domain expansion. Never mind. I know that move already exists in the current control fruit, so it probably, like... So that's just, like, a revamp of the old move, obviously.
Control fruit stolen? Huh?
God, the voice acting in this one. Okay. Oh, this must be what the dungeons are. You have to kill, like, a dungeon, little levels. Kind of what I predicted for the Redhead update. And the celebration thing. Celebration. I don't know how to say that word. You know what I'm talking about. That's what I predicted, you to go through, like, little dungeons. But no, it's just you do, you know, you get tokens and stuff. But this could be, like, you know, you do, this actually could be dungeons. You have to go through the different levels, and then... At the end, you fight the control guy. Like, maybe... Kind of like a little raid. It's basically like a raid, almost.
Huh?
Control, huh? Interesting.
Who's this guy? That's the... I'm drinking milk right now, sorry. That's the Rumble guy. That lost the pain, I think. That's the Gravity guy, I think. Who's that guy?
I give Uzoth one job and he fails?
Sir, where are you going?
Silence.
All he did was ask a question, dang.
My lord. Did y'all just peep that insane trailer? Holy! Oh my god. Belku cooked. Everything in that trailer was peak. Me and Uzak got pieced up by the new control boss. Man, we got sauced up. Oh yeah, my voice acting was a bit chopped, but nah, that video carried everything. It looks like Blox is starting to add more lore to the game because at the end of the trailer itself as well, we got my game 40.
I think that instead of like Rip Indra and My Game 43 being like gods, I think they're more of like gang leaders. I don't really know how to put that. Like, you know, they have their armies. It's like Trump and Putin or something, you know. They just have current presidents of Russia and America. It's like, you know, they're like different factions, I guess. Maybe, I mean, they're like really strong, so probably basically like god level, but like, you know, in the lore thing. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry if it doesn't.
3, aka Redhead, he got mad at Uzak, then we got Rip Indra, he got mad at me, and we got some new faces as me. That was peak. Alright, and now let's get into what you guys have been really waiting for, the control rework. Being able to reshape the battlefield by cutting, creating, and manipulating the space itself is what the rework is all about. And that's exactly what I'm about to show y'all right now, so let's get it. Outside of the domain, the food's still gonna feel threatening, but still kind of limited. These daggers can temporarily be summoned and used as deadly blades. Let me show you right now. Okay, so these are the M1s outside of the domain, and when you...
Oh, okay, so. You get the daggers outside of the domain, right? So, like, it's like control is basically useless if you didn't have your domain. So, if as long as you're just out of the domain, you're good. Unless they reactivate it, then you just get out of the domain again. But outside of them, they're gonna be able to, like, you know, use the daggers to M1 you. Kind of smart, actually.
Use them outside of the domain, they still behave like typical weapon M1s or like mythical fruit M1s. Plus, they look fire. Just peep the animation, peep the VFX. Yeah, that's cold. Next up, we got the X move outside of the domain. The player dashes to the enemy to stun them and then throws their dagger back towards the enemy with an automatic slashing effect. It also disassembles whoever is hit and reassembles them further away from you. Tell me that's not gas. Alright, now we have the C move outside of the domain.
I bet if they ever rework the rubber fruit, they're gonna use the X move out of that on them. But it's just not gonna work, because, like, you can't really do that. Also, would that, like... Would the blade fruit be immune to that move? And would the rubber fruit be immune to that move? Because if not, that's kind of like big, like, you know, gotta pay attention. I guess blade is like swords, but you know, you like discombobulate your body. So, you know.
You throw your dagger in a spinning motion, cutting down enemies and certain objects in your path. It also returns to you like a boomerang while pulling your enemy.
Did he just cut the tree in half? Like, not even like horizontally, he just cut it vertically in half.
Closer to yourself. And then last but not least, we have the F skill, which is basically the same move.
That could be why it took them so long for this thing. They had to, like, you know, make everything be able to cut in half. Maybe there's a way to do that on Roblox Studios. I don't really know.
While you have your domain open or closed, you throw your dagger towards your current mouse position and teleport straight to it. But if you land your F move, it's a different story. Once you land your F move, you start cutting up your enemy as soon as your dagger lands on them. Keep it right now. Yes, sir. Alright, and now for the most important part of the control rework, the Z move. Tap the Z move to open your gigantic domain. And peep the visuals on it. It looks so much better than before. The upgrade is insane. And then by holding the Z move, you can close it as well. And once you have your domain open, the real fun is going to start. You have 2 different modes you gain access to. One is the hands mode, and one is the daggers mode.
Okay, so I was right, nice. So there is a hands and daggers mode, which makes it for 3 movesets, nice.
The hands mode purpose is for creating and controlling the battlefield. And y'all are going to see it once I...
Is there gonna be able to... I haven't watched this, so if I'm right and you think I watched it, sure, go ahead. But, like, do you think there's gonna be, like, a, we'll probably learn in a second. But, like, you, like, make the things, and then you cut them up with the daggers. Like, you make the things in hand moves, and then you cut it up with the daggers to attack with, maybe? If that makes sense.
Showcase it. And meanwhile, the dagger mode is meant for cutting and execution. And to switch between the modes, you have to tap the Z ability while you're inside of your domain, which is also indicated by some special VFX, as you can see.
That kind of sucks. I mean, like, it's good for your fighting control, but you're gonna be able to know whenever they switch modes, which is good and bad, I guess.
Alright, and while you're inside of your own domain, all of your movement-related animations are changed as well. So peep the idle animation right now, it's looking mad clean.
That's the, angel like idle animation, well, walking animation, I think. Angel V4.
Dashes are mad fire too. They got changed as well. And the jump
Pain, whenever you're in pain, revive dashes.
animation looks fire too. Not only that, but your flash step also has a cool feature now. Whenever you flash step, the location you land at will spawn a pillar right below you. That's gonna launch you straight in the air for extra movement. Yes, sir. Alright, so just so you guys know, just like the old control fruit, a lot of the crazier buildings on C3 can't be cut up. The Blox's devs are waiting on the new Roblox tools that are gonna allow them to make the cutting on the fruit even more crazy, sometime next year. For now, I'm only showing off the cutting this fruit has to offer on the Sea Castle. But when Roblox releases their new tools, the devs can expand the cutting and make the fruit even.
They're probably gonna make it like a expansion. What's it called? Admin panel. But we're gonna make an admin panel, cut more things, just like cut like 50 objects, and then you're gonna be able to cut like everything after Roblox tools. So that's how they're gonna do it. The next Roblox tools next year. Nice.
Crazier. Let's get
Got my question answered.
into the M1s now for the dagger mode.
If you hold that, do you just have your hand in the air like All Might whenever that one like All Might thing whenever he like defeats that one guy? You know what I'm talking about.
Swiping your mouse, you're gonna cause a massive slash
I'll put that on screen, by the way.
spanning over the entire screen. You can either hold it or quickly slash too. And then once you cut an object, it's gonna make it float, and you can cut it into even more tiny pieces.
I love that so much. So there's this one VR game called, if you don't want to listen to me, sorry, but too bad. There's one VR game where like you can build stuff. I forget what it's called. And the slicing feature, I don't even build in that game. I just build like a box and start slicing. So I think I'm gonna love this fruit.
Afterwards, which is really fun. And you can also catch other players lacking.
Really sorry about that. I'll turn notifications off in a second. Okay.
Inside of your domain by just slashing them with the M1s as well. Next up is the X move. Once you land it, you do a crazy combo, and I mean it's actually crazy. Look at it right now. It looks peak. Yes, sir. Now for the C move. You basically release a barrage of 3 slashes towards your mouse position.
In Blox fruit lore, is there only like one control fruit, one tiger fruit? No, more than one tiger. Yeah, one tiger, one yeti, 2 dragons, 1 pain, 1 lightning. But that's weird to think about, like in lore. It's like fruits are a common thing. That's why they have admin panels and awakenings and stuff.
If you spread out your slashes, you create a multitude of AoE slashes. But if you use them all in the same position, the slashes expand into a massive AoE. Just like you can see right here. This is dagger mode. We still have the showcase the hands mode right now. Alright, so let's start off with the M1s. By tapping M1, you create giant cubes. And the more you tap, the more you create. And by holding the M1, you increase the size of the cube you spawn in. You can either throw them one by one or all at once. It don't matter. Alright, so next up we have the X move. You send a powerful shockwave in front of you. If you hit an enemy with it though, you start piecing them up with a bunch of boulders and slam them towards the ground afterwards. But if you didn't hit anybody with it, don't worry about it. You still throw a bunch of boulders at your current mouse position that do a lot of damage. Next up, we do have the C move, which is also really cool. Once you press it, you pull down the hexagons from your domain's wall and launch it towards your mouse position. Do a good bit of damage too, and it looks sick. Here's some other cool features this fruit has. Once you have your domain open, you can walk on water, dash on water, it doesn't matter. If you leave your domain, you can also bring your domain with you. And once you leave your domain and you tap Z outside of it, your domain goes to your current.
No, the one edge we had against control people. Control people. They can just bring their thing to them.
Position. Tell me that's not fire. Next up, we got the V move. I don't really gotta explain this one since it's very similar to the previous version. However, it did get a crazy visual upgrade. Just look at how sick it looks. I definitely do not want to get hit by this move whatsoever because the devs, I don't know. They were going crazy with this move. Now, if you hold the V move, it's a whole different story because it triggered this insane cinematic right here. Go peep it right now. Yo. Every time I see this cinematic, I get real hype. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, the devs really cooked with this cinematic right here.
Okay, I haven't really said this with any other fruits, but like I'm probably gonna stay with ice. But like I'm gonna try this fruit out to main with. So I'm gonna try it out, cause like ice is like I love it, but like this fruit's so cool. Probably gonna stay with ice, knowing me, but I'm gonna try this out though.
Holy, and yeah, that pretty much sums up the crazy.
Question I have is if someone else does their domain, can you use your domain moves inside of that, or like would that create bugs?
Crazy new control rework. It has so many new abilities, so many things to do, and it's overall just a banger top tier fruit. I really had a blast testing out all the new abilities. The fruit is extremely fun to use as well. I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on it. I want to see nothing but W's, straight up W's in the chat for this fruit. Let me know what your favorite new feature is in the comment section down below. Control rework was extremely hype, but we also have another crazy feature coming to the game. Blox is now introducing an all new dungeon system, which is a new
Ooh, wait, ooh, yay, this is a PvE experience. Okay, so I was kind of right. Nice.
PvE experience similar to raids that can be played with up
Oh my god. I swear I've not watched this, bro. What? I was right.
to 4 players. Your goal is to clear multiple floors of enemies and bosses to gain access to the all-new trinket equipment system, which I'm going to explain later.
Trinket. Don't know what that is. Have not. Why does that sound familiar? Trinket.
Players will gain access to the dungeons to the dungeon realm,
Hub energy. What's an energy?
which is basically a hub location that can be accessed in C2 or 3. Or you can just access the dungeons to the new realm teleporter in the...
Well, yes. Oh my gosh. Finally. So on my ult accounts, I don't have that many ways to travel, and I'll be like in like the other side of the map. Oh my gosh. There's finally ways to travel. Dizzy Angel. Just for later. If I want to kill an admin, just for later.
server browser that you can see right here. And similar to the raids, you're gonna have to be level 1,100 or above to join them. Once you get your squad ready, you can hop in and get started.
Ooh. Sorry about that. You haven't unlocked this difficulty energy, so you have to have like energy, so you can't just spam them. That kind of sucks. But you know, I'm gonna be live streaming this for like 2 days straight. So you know, settings can only be changed in the interior. Okay, so there's difficulty. So okay. So I hope they haven't had a leaderboard, because I kind of quit Blox for a little while whenever they did the other leaderboard, so I couldn't do that, sadly. But if they do another one, I'm becoming #1 in 2 seconds, bro. I don't care what it takes.
Make sure you're prepared, because it's gonna be a lot of throwing hands. I mean, a lot. Now for the cool part. After you clear each floor, you're gonna roll for special buff.
Oh my gosh, wait, what? Oh, so put your... Okay, I love this. This is... Dude, this is gonna be epic. I love this. Wait, okay, so you can see your friends... Okay, you can see their current buffs. Okay, that's cool. I love that.
That power up your characters in a special way. And these buffs are fully randomized every time
Ooh, more stuff. 6 extra sky jumps. Dang.
you play, which is gonna make every run extremely fun. Keep in mind that bosses spawn every 5 floors, and they're not a joke.
Ancient beast. What's an ancient beast? Have we touched on that yet? Besides the one like werewolf boss? Ancient beast.
These bosses did not come to mess around. After you clear the dungeon, you can get
A, maybe it's just a Yeti or like a T-Rex or something. B, okay, there's new these stuff.
access to the new trinket accessories, which are gonna buff your stats and add cool extra modifiers to your builds. You can have 2 of them equipped at the same
Whoa, build. Oh, there's a new tab, so you can flash. What is that? What is this?
time using the new build menu. This menu summarizes all the buffs the player currently has equipped, so you no longer have to use the nerd NPC to find out what accessories or trinkets do. They each have 3 core attributes, which are base stats, grade,
Okay, this is gonna screw up PvP so much, and I'm all in for it.
and modifiers. Each trinket has a base stat bonus players receive for having the item equipped. The grade of the trinket determines how strong of a stat bonus is given, and the modifiers are extra bonus effects that the trinket provides for the player outside of the base stats. And these stats are rare and more difficult to acquire. And here are some of the following actions that you can do with the trinkets. You can fuse trinkets together to increase their grade and make them more powerful.
So this is why the update took so long, because it's like amazing.
And you can also reward your modifications by spending data to reroll their properties. However, this can only be done with grade 3 or higher trinkets.
Okay. So, okay, that's... I love how that's just the text, and then everything else is, like, little, like, custom, like, shadings and everything. That's just Well, they're not done with the update. That's fair, actually.
You can also scrap your trinkets in exchange for some data. Overall, these trinkets are a very sick addition to the game. Let me know your thoughts on them in the comment section down below and spam them W's, you feel me? Alright, and next up we have something for the mobile players that should improve your game.
Yes! If you don't know, I'm on phone.
Experienced by a lot. And I'm talking about by a lot. These include a new modern control system that will be added.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. 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 That, yes, that amazing. That button, like, no. That's gonna screw up everything I know in PvP so badly.
And can be selected from the new settings gear menu.
Oh, never mind. We're chill. We're good. That classic or modern. Okay, we're good. Never mind.
If a player is detected playing on a mobile device. One of the cool things is that it allows for you to quick cast your abilities when selected, and your player will be placed
I don't know if that's good or not.
in shift lock view from now on. As you
Wait, what?
can be selected from the new settings gear menu if a player is detected playing on a mobile device. One of the cool things is that it allows for you to quick cast your abilities when selected, and your player will be placed in shift lock view from now on. As you guys can see,
No, you're lying. Wait, like shift lock? Like the terrible one? The one with the little circle in the middle? That's... I don't know if he means we can change that or not, but like, that one's terrible.
the top bar also got redesigned for ease of access. Overall, a W change, and I hope you mobile players will enjoy them as well. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to come back on Christmas,
Oh yeah, this is a Christmas update. Oh, we're gonna get new skins?
December 25th for our winter gotcha.
Yep, we are. Ooh, wait, yes. The chromatic thing. I don't care what it takes at this point. I'm getting this next chromatic. I'm saving like 15 of them, because I didn't get Eclipse or Parrot. Started to get those.
And hourly free fruit event. I'll see you then. Peace.
Okay, so this video has been 27 minutes long somehow, even though this thing's only 15 minutes long. So I'm going to quickly read the other bulletin board as fast as I can so I can get to editing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start reading this. Blox your bulletin, breaking news, explosion erupts in Haunt Cold. So as we watched from the trailer, you know. A sudden blast rocked from Haunt Cold Research Facility earlier today, shattering the second sea and sending a plume of hot smoke across the horizon. The explosion erupted during the island's annual scientific summit, an event led by the head scientist. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna read this out, and then I'll tell you my thoughts. Okay, so it just talks about how there was trinkets, and there was an explosion, and there was a mystery machine that does stuff. Don't really know. And control in the corner, the flame maybe getting an admin panel or something. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry, this was kind of a bum video. And, 30-minute long video. Sorry, thank you for watching. Goodbye.